So here's the thing. We never played this game before, so if it's terrible, awesome. If it's good, even better. Here we go. The Yawhg. Presented to us by whoever made this game.
Yawhg's Cast.
The Yawhg's Cast made this game.
God.
Also, Bill is wondering, because I know you are. Hey, let me lower this volume mixer because this game is so loud.
All games are loud. It's part of the gaming code.
Since I last read the G2A games of today, Heroes of the Storm, Sniper Elite 3, Tabletop Simulator, and Zombie Army Trilogy have been purchased off G2A.
Fuck, one of these things is not like the other.
Did you Heroes of the Storm already?
Yeah, you can actually, I guess. It's a beta key though.
Right.
So.
You don't. It's called the collector's pack, and you can buy into the beta for like $30.
Well, you can get a Heroes of the Storm beta key for about $7 on G2A.
We paid 150 for Arcade.
A deal.
That is a deal. We paid 150 for Arcade. That is true. I paid for me, and then I paid for Russ, so I paid $300 so me and Russ could play Arcade. We don't even play it anymore. Everyone's quiet compared to Cry. I'll crank it up. Hopefully it's better.
Play it for once? What is going on?
I cranked you down by like 15 dBs.
Yeah, you're at -4. You need to get a -6.
You're so loud.
You're a negative.
Jesus. Alright, hopefully that's better. I don't want to be overpowering. I hate overpowering people. Unless it's in like an arm wrestling contest, then it's awesome. Oh, maybe this is why.
Yeah.
I need lose.
Maybe that's why. Alright, talk guys.
Yo.
No.
Hello.
Jesus.
I'm
No.
talking with the words
fuck
in the
yourself.
speaks and the mouths and the very foul words, apparently.
Alright,
I
hopefully
gotta
that's
blow my nose.
better. Alright. Chewy C's, thank
Do
you.
it. Do
Appreciate
it
it.
with the mic.
Oh, that is so hot.
Nice.
Hopefully that's better. I don't know. I have no idea. Alright. We're gonna see how they play this game.
I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. Press any direction on a controller or keyboard to select a character. One device may control multiple characters.
Push down.
Alright. Got them all.
One
So-
down.
Oh, this is where we can pick who is who. So Russ is
Yeah,
Russ
we'll
is
pick
that
who's
man. Cheyenne, who do you
I
want to
need to be the pompous looking guy up top.
be? God damn it.
I am Princess Leia.
So then you are the left. You're the
Do it
right
by
one.
colors.
I'm the right one. Wait, they're both kind
I'm
of Princess
green.
Leia.
Yeah.
I'm
One's
definitely
more
the right
orange
one.
than the other one, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So
yellow's top.
am I blue then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So I'm blue. Traggy is red. Cheyenne is yellow, and Russ is green.
Hi.
I like how that guy fits Russ perfectly because it's both green and it's hairy man.
Yep.
That's pretty much Russ in a nutshell.
Pretty hairy man.
Good. All right. Cool.
He's a hobbit
I
version
love
of
the
the Hulk.
peanuts hanging off
I
his
like
neck.
Them's my chops.
All right. We're gonna see how this goes. Press start. Alrighty. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives, week by week, unaware.
What's the Yawhg?
I don't know.
He
Alright.
will fuck you up.
So who is... Alright, this
It
is
does sound Swedish.
me right now. So I am going to go to the tavern and drink. You spend the entire week getting wasted. You
Alright.
gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying and everyone seems to be joining in on the violence. I will join the fray. You jump into the thick of the fight and let loose some pent-up rage in some unsuspecting patrons. You gain 1 physique from all that exertion. Swell. Alright, this is Russ. Where do you want to go?
Hello. I want to go.
Hold on. You think thoroughly, because I gotta up the volume a little bit.
Okay. Where am I gonna go? I think's me going to be slumming it up. I'll go
You
to the slums.
want to go to slums?
Yeah.
Alright, slums. You want to pickpocket or fight crime?
Fight crime, of course.
Absolutely. Oh, that's adorable. You spend the week outsmarting, beating up
Correct.
criminals. You get 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a woman walks up to you. "Excuse me, sir. Feeling a little lonely tonight?" she asks. For only a small amount of... For only,
Russ, you are going to die.
for only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night. Do you wanna
It's like corn.
get your dick wet, or you wanna say no
I don't
thanks?
even got the money.
You don't got the money? All right.
No thanks. I don't support prostitution. I'm fighting crime out here.
Good man. Your loss. Alrighty.
Is it really though?
Red's turn. That would be.
That's Treggy.
That is me.
Where you want to go?
I am gonna hit up the garden.
Okay. Landscape or
nerd.
meditate? Like how it rhymes, kind of.
I'm gonna landscape.
You're gonna landscape
Yeah,
your
man.
crotch.
This is what I do. I build worlds, man. It's my thing.
I see. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. One
Yeah.
finesse, one physique, and earn yourself one wealth. One day, a
Fuck all
beggar
you poor
comes up to
people.
you asking for any spare change. Do you want to give him some spare change or ignore him?
Give him your only
Oh,
dollar.
you can fuck
earned.
off. You can fuck
Y'all
right
are
off.
selfish. He walks away, clutching at his stomach.
Hey, I
Oh.
got $1. I'm not gonna give that $1
You're
away.
just as good as a beggar.
You see that fucking bunny?
The next night, you notice him and he looks very weak. You feel terrible. You lose one mind. You fucked
Rest.
up. Alright, Cheyenne.
I want to go to the palace.
Alright. Administration work or attend a ball?
But I want to go to the ball.
Of course you do.
Look how hot I am.
Jesus. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One
Hell
day,
yeah.
you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Ask
Typical.
for, ask for an explanation and try and figure out the joke on your own.
Second one.
You never managed to figure it out. You've begun thinking, or coming to terms with the fact that your sense of humor is lacking. Being more self-aware, you manage to exude an aura of confidence. You gain 1 charm. Look at that, babe.
Fuck y'all.
They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family memories apart. But that was so very long ago.
Don't say it.
That is pretty sad. My turn.
Then the Yawhg attack. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm going to the
God's cast
arena.
ruining lives, man.
I'm gonna compete in a fight. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. During a match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it. With a sickening crunch, it lands. It destroys the knee of a nearby bystander. He accuses you of causing him harm by not stopping the flying weapon. He takes you to court. Defend myself. You object, but you can't seem to convince the judge. He rules in the plaintiff's favor and orders you to perform community service. You gain 1 physique and 1 finesse. Unfortunately, the boring tasks take a toll on you mentally. 1 mind loss. Oh well. That happens.
Yeah.
Where you
It's
going,
not
Rose?
so fun now, is it?
Nah, that's
Another
not
week in
fun.
the slums.
You going to the slums again? You want to fight
Fight
crime?
crime.
God damn it. You spend the entire week out surrounding beating up criminals. 1 mind, 1 physique, 1 finesse. Oh shit. One night you hear a woman whisper at you from nearby. Hey
That
you,
looks like the grudge.
she calls out. Looking to make a bit of coin? Was
I'm always up for more coin.
Alright.
This one wants to pay you.
She signals for you to go into the alleyway with her. Come closer, she says. Nobody else can hear what I'm about to tell you. You lean in closer, eager to learn how you'll be earning this coin. She presses herself right up against you, moving her lips slowly toward your ear. Suddenly, she bites your neck viciously.
No, it's a vampire.
Blood pours from the wound, and she clings to you tightly, lapping it all up. You black out. When you come to, you see her standing over you. Thanks, she says, tossing you a couple of coins. You gain 1 wealth. She then melts into the shadows. When you feel your neck, you notice the wound is completely healed. Your body feels ice cold. You gain 3 charm.
I'm
You
a
lose 3
vampire.
physique. You're a vampire dwarf man now, who's also pretty
Yeah.
hairy.
At least she was
Fighting crime.
polite.
Yeah, true.
Alright.
It said toss you a couple coins, you get 1.
That's
Alright.
true.
Fuck the other ones, go.
Alright, where you
Alright,
going?
fuck this. I'm going to the forest.
It was
And the
10
stupid
silver.
bunny didn't do it for me.
Alrighty. Chop wood or hunt?
Yeah, I'm going hunting.
Alright. You spend the week hunting defenseless creatures. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. Jeez, you're rich. One day you stumble.
Money.
Yeah. One day you stumble upon a tall, nicely trimmed hedge in the middle of the woods. You sit and eat your lunch in front of the hedge, wondering what exactly it's doing out in the woods. Suddenly, an enormous hand erupts from the foliage. Dodge it or punch it.
I'm punch the shit out of that.
Alright. You try punching the hand, but your blow just glances off of it. The hand then grasps you and pulls you through the thorns of the hedge. You lose 1 physique. The beast drags you all the way back to its lair and chains you up to a wall. It starts peeling layers of your flesh off of you, eating it in front of you. Then he waves his hand, regenerating the flesh on your body. The cycle occurs for what feels like years. The mental torment.
You made it.
Yeah.
This is
Fuck
the Yawhg. What the hell is this thing?
The mental torment you undergo is unbearable. You lose 3 mind.
Is it a Wampa?
I guess so? The constant barrage of healing spells infuses you with raw magic. You gain 3 magic. One day, the beast lair is attacked by another monster. You take this opportunity to escape. You push through the hedge and back into the forest. When you finally arrive home, you learn that you'd only been gone for a day. Well, you're mentally unwell now. That's weird.
Damn, dude, I'm like the crazy wizard.
I guess so. And Russ is a vampire hairy man, and I went to court and I fucked up, and Cheyenne's just getting her groove on right now.
I wanna go to the tavern.
Alright. Bartender, drink.
Drink.
Alright.
Kidding me?
You spend the entire week getting wasted. 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Enter or spectate it.
Enter it.
Alright.
Fucking-
You down pint after pint, drinking as if your life depended on it. You end up blacking out. When you come to, you find yourself at a home you don't recognize, only in your underwear. Your clothes are nowhere to be found, and you seem to be the only one home. What happened? Alright.
Roofied.
You got roofied. It was on us in a
Take
heartbeat.
the other clothes.
And so the story gets to go. And the earth shook, and the air went still. Yawhg seems pretty impressive, actually. I'm going to go to the slums and pickpocket. You spend the week performing petty theft. You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One night, a small child approaches you with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you. He doesn't say anything, but just looks up to you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. Give him the wealth I've earned. He's a little Aladdin. Here you go, pal. You toss him a sack of coins. You lose 1 wealth. He thanks you and walks away. The next night, you recognize him on the street. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. He sees you and smiles.
Riff-raff, street rat.
I bought that.
Buy that.
You feel good about yourself. 1 physique, 1 finesse, 1 mind, 1 charm, 1 magic. Holy shit.
Feeling good.
Russ, what are you doing,
One
man? You
power.
To the
vampire.
hospital.
Alright. 10 patients or clean up.
Into patience.
Oh no, dude, you're gonna kill all of them.
Suck all of their blood. You spend the week diagnosing and tending the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. Over the course of the week, you notice your skin become paler and your teeth sharper. You notice that whenever you talk, everyone nearby hangs on your every word. You gain 3 charm. Dude, so much charm. You also feel more frail and gaunt than you used to. 3 physique lost. One day you notice a woman tilting her head back, brushing her hair, her neck fully exposed. You can even see a vein or 2. Delicious. Before you know it, you're coated in blood, with a mangled form in front of you.
Tubs as a fucking vampire.
There are dozens of people around, and they're all filled with delicious nectar. The next few hours are a blur. You wake up the next day in bedsheets soaked with blood that is not your own. You look up in the mirror and notice your skin has regained its color, and that your teeth have been dulled.
Yay.
Jesus, man. You're a crazy fucking vampire, alright.
They were just villains anyway. I was fighting the crime.
Okay.
You're in the hospital.
They were all old people.
I put them in the hospital and then I ate them.
Damn.
Alright, well, seeing as I'm the crazy mage now, I'm gonna head over to the alchemy tower. It just
Nice.
seems to make sense.
Clean lab or blue potion?
I'm gonna brew that potion.
Of course.
Yeah, no mind.
Oh, look at you, look at you.
God damn,
Spend the
I'm
week
awesome.
experimenting with different potion brews. 2 magic and 1 mind. One day an artificer stops by for a visit. She is adorned with magical gadgets and gizmos and is followed everywhere by a clockwork spider. The alchemists of the tower all go out of their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of the alchemists. The most charming of the alchemists with a special trinket. The fact that she didn't choose you was a very humbling experience. 1 charm. Okay, you were humbled today. Cheyenne?
I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. Everyone else is like, I was tormented for what felt like years. My flesh was ripped off.
That was
Hey.
craggy.
I am doing the
Me too.
worst.
Oh, that was
The arena.
Tragedy. That's right. That's right. My bad. Arena. Okay. Compete or bet? You don't have any money.
Compete.
All right. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. 2 physique and 1 finesse. While wandering around the halls between the matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward exchange happens, in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena,
John.
butts into the conversation. John? John.
Probably French. It's John.
Hey Kelly, sorry to interrupt, but we gotta leave right away if we want to make it to your mother's in time. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel? Happy or jealous?
I don't give a fuck. Fake happiness.
Alright. You feel it's good that both you and her have moved on. This encounter, despite its awkwardness, was refreshing. You gained 1 charm. And then the
I'm
world...
just nothing but good.
I know.
I haven't lost anything.
And then
I
the
hate
world...
all of you.
Well, you did wake up with, like, you banged someone,
Yeah, but I didn't lose anything from that.
That's true, that's true. And then the world was howling fury, chaos, screaming, the sounds of all we knew being pulled in half. What the fuck is the Yawhg?
We'll see.
Cosmo's right.
Probably a no.
Thank you very much, man. You want to be Cosmo? I can't go to the hospital right now because Russ is currently, like, being chaos theory in there. Alright, we'll go to the fuck, the forest is scary. We've gone everywhere, right? I feel like we
I think
have.
so.
Oh, you're unmuted in Skype. Fix it. It's gross. I'm gonna
Sorry,
go.
I had to
Thank you.
restart the fucking thing. The video died.
Ah, I get you. Let's go to the forest anyway. We'll.
Oh yeah, the video did freeze for
It
me.
is freezing.
Oh, we haven't been to the slums.
Oh, we've been to
I've
the
been
slums.
so many times.
That's where he became a
Oh
vampire.
no, right, yeah, that's right.
We're gonna-
Okay.
Chop wood. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you come across a group of people in the woods.
They're
The
cannibals, watch
expressions
out.
on their face, they appear to be lost. Shit, rob them or help them? Jesus Christ.
Fucking rob.
Fucking doing it. You jump out from
They're
behind the
lost.
tree,
Quickly.
brandishing your weapon, demanding they hand over their goods. One of them refuses and charges at you with her pitchfork. You disarm her and knock her to the ground. Everyone quickly hands over their goods and asks you to leave them alone. 3 wealth. Yes! Did it!
Shit,
Fucking-
dude.
Robber.
Yeah! Where are we going, Russ, you vampire, you?
To the alchemy tower. I need to figure this out.
Alright.
Get out of here.
Clean lab or brew potion?
You know, clean
Well,
that floor
well-
before you can use my shit.
Well, I guess if it's dirty, I better clean it up.
Alright. You spend the week cleaning the obnoxious chemicals. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor, and gain 1 physique and 1 magic. One day, while in the tower, one of the alchemists asks you to watch his potion while he's out. Soon after he leaves, the potion begins bubbling out of control. If you don't do something soon, it'll explode. Throw it out the window or drink it.
Drink it.
Yeah, it's my boy.
Was that even a question?
You quickly
Really?
drink the potion. Your stomach can't seem to handle the potion. Fire erupts from your esophagus, and for a solid minute, you're shooting a jet of fire from between your lips. That burns. You lose 2 physique. What a learning experience, though. You gain 1 mind.
Yes.
Fucking turns into a dragon. Oh, what an experience.
Who knew that would happen?
Yep. Where are we going, Trags?
Let's hit these gardens up again. I'm not done with them.
Okay, landscape or meditate.
Let's meditate this time.
You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, a toothless old woman approaches you. I have a small patch of magic beans. Would you be interested in purchasing them? You lose 1 wealth.
Hell
if you
yeah.
want them. All right. You spend 1 wealth
Why
on the
those
beans.
sensu beans?
Later, you decide to plant them in a small, rarely visited part of the garden. All right, I'm guessing you want to head back there later. Shine, where we going?
Yeah.
I want to go to slums now.
Alrighty. Pickpocket or fight crime?
Fight crime.
Alright. Oh, look at you. You don't even need a mask. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up
Look how
criminals.
hunky I am.
He's so hunky.
Damn.
1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, you
So
hear
cute.
cheering from an alleyway. Peering in, you see a crowd of men cheering on dogs violently ripping each other apart. One of them spots you and asks, "Oi, would you like to participate in our little betting game? Bet on dogfights or try to stop the dogfights?"
No, stop him.
Alright. You try to convince the gamblers that dogfighting is wrong. Your natural charms seem to have captivated the group and they hang on your every word. A few of them start sobbing as you explain to them the horrors of what they've
I have
done.
11 charm.
They pack up everything, promising you that they'll never do anything like it again. You've stopped the town's illegal dogfighting. You feel very good about yourself right now. 1 physique, 1 finesse, 1 mind, 1 charm, 1 magic. Well done. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? I like this game so far. We can't go to the hospital. You've literally killed everyone in the hospital, Russ. Good job.
Yep.
You've made a massacre in the fucking hospital. God, alright. We're going back to the arena. Compete. You spend a week fighting brutes in the arena. 2 physique, 1 finesse. One day, in between matches, you stumble upon one of the higher-ranked officers ingesting illegal strength potions. Please, miss, don't report me, she cries. I'll even share some of my potion with you if you keep quiet, she adds. Fuck yeah. Thank you so much for not reporting me, she says while handing you her flask. You take a small swig of her potion and can feel your muscles expand significantly. KO Ken ×2. Alrighty. Where we going, Vampy?
To the slums.
Fight crime again?
Fighting crime.
You spend the week
I
out.
gotta beat some answers out of some people.
We're gonna need to write you a theme song.
I know. So they got some money beating up criminals. 1 mind, 1 finesse, 1 physique. One day while wandering the slums, you notice that the stones used to line the road seem to a certain pattern to them. With a piece of paper and pencil, you manage to work out that each type of symbol corresponds to a letter of the alphabet. Deciphering the code points you to a small trapdoor. What? This is very obscure. How the fuck do you manage this?
I'm Batman.
I guess so. You descend into a dimly lit room with 2 cubes hovering off the ground, text scribbled across them. The arcane or the gallant? This is...
The gallant.
Alright. You touch the cube labeled the gallant. Everything flashes white. You wake up at home feeling a little odd. You gain 3 charm. Okay.
How did the cube know where you lived?
I don't know.
It entered my mind and read my memories.
Where are we going, Drags?
I want to go back to the forest. I like the forest.
You don't want to check your beanstalk?
No. Hey, do you think a fucking senzu beanstalk grows in a day?
It's been a
only
week.
been a week.
It's been a week.
fucker.
Yeah, dude. Don't you know Jack and the Giant Beanstalk, whatever.
Fine, you
That
play
thing-
the game, man.
That thing
know,
grew
right?
in
Go to the
1
forest.
night.
Yeah.
No, we're going
Go
to
to
the
the
forest.
fucking
We're going to
forest.
the forest. We're going to the forest. I'm
Go to
sorry.
the fucking forest
I'm
and hunt
just-
some goddamn
I'm
critters.
just saying in case you forgot. It's there. It's there.
Hunt the critters.
All right. We're going to hunt. You spend the week
Right.
hunt defenseless
Backseat
critters.
gamer, but he's like actually the driver.
Pretty much. I was just making sure you remember. That's all. One day you hear hundreds
think
of
I'm
footsteps. I can be, so I was maybe other people could too. I don't know.
I think I'm stupid.
One day you hear hundreds of footsteps rumbling through the forest in your direction. It's an orc raiding party. What do? Hide or charm them into killing you? Charm them into not killing you. You have 6 charm. I don't think it's gonna
very
work.
confused there.
Please
I'm
kill
gonna
me.
hide. My charm is not very high.
Yeah. You jump into a nearby ditch. The orcs all ride past you. Nice hiding. 1 finesse.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy. Yeah, alright.
See, that was totally worth it.
Yeah, it was. Good job. Where are we going?
I want to go to the gardens.
Alright. Landscape or meditate?
Meditate.
Okay. Spend the week in deep meditation. 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, while in the gardens, you notice a beanstalk. Oh!
Fuck!
Eat it or water it. Eat the beanstalk.
Water.
You
it.
better get the fuck away from my beanstalk.
If plants could express emotions, it'd let you know how
'cause
delighted it
someone
was to be
didn't
watered.
fucking tend to it this week.
Yeah, see? She was helping you. The Yawhg, it's almost here. Almost. How many weeks do we have?
So goddamn pissed off.
Maybe 6.
Oh, that'd be scary. Alright, I'm gonna go to...
No, it's 52 in a
Where-
year, right?
I'm gonna go to the... I have no idea. I'm going to the palace, though. I'm gonna do administration work. You spend the week doing old paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day, you decide to lean up against the wall, just to take a break. It rotates and you apply pressure and stumble down a set of stairs. You enter a large dressing room filled with barrels. You found the king's famous wine cellar. Host a secret party here or keep quiet about what you saw. Party? Fuck yeah. All your friends show up and the drinking begins. All this drinking improves your fortitude. 2 physique. All this socializing improves your social skills. 2 charm. Swell. Where we going, Vampy?
Can't wait
We're
to
going
exile.
to the tavern.
Oh yeah. Gotta.
Why is the palace locked now? What did you do?
Let's start bartending.
King's probably pissed off.
It
Maybe.
was one hell of a party.
You spend the week serving the drinks at the tavern. 1 wealth and tips and 2 charm. One day, the tavern throws its annual dart tournament. Enter or spectate.
Oh, I'm entering it.
Fuck yeah. You sign up for the dart tournament, ready to prove your dart throwing prowess. You play a respectable game of darts and end up coming in 2nd place. You win 2 wealth and gain a confidence boost of 1
Good
charm.
job, bro.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Alrighty, where we going?
I threw the game so people wouldn't know I'm a vampire.
He won darts! I don't know, probably mythological mammals. Shit. Where we going?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You wanna go check your beanstalk?
I'm gonna go. Yeah. Okay. Let's check the fucking beanstalk. Let's see if I can beat someone up for this.
Alright, that's
fucking
meditate,
landscape.
right?
Yeah.
Meditate is where it
Do I have
was.
to- Yeah, but the thing is, the beanstalk's gone now. So do I?
It's not
Okay,
gone.
Do the meditation. Yeah.
Alright.
No, the beanstalk is totally gone.
It's not
She ate
gone.
all of it.
She
No,
watered
she
it.
watered it.
I watered it, you jackass.
Oh.
She watered
I
it.
paid attention.
You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day you notice a glowing beanstalk in a corner of the garden. When you get closer, everything flashes white. The beanstalk transformed into a small gnome. The gnome thanks you for
Great.
freeing him from the
What
magical
the
seeds. As a
Fucking
reward,
made a
he
goddamn
offers a
gnome.
choice between the following: blessings of the tangible or the cerebral.
Your looks are fucking mind.
Let's go with the cerebral,
Alright,
because I'm a smart person.
3 mind, 3 charm, 3 magic. Wow, you are magic as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Where we going, Fabio?
That's right.
Take me to the forest.
Alright,
So did I just find a leppy?
pretty much.
Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah. Chop wood or hunt?
That's a gnome, not a leprechaun.
Chop wood.
Alright. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a gigantic moss-covered stone. It pulses with magical energy. What do? Touch it or leave it alone?
Touch it.
Yeah. You lay your hand on the enormous object. The stone's magical energy shoots into your body. 1 magic. The storm arrives in
If
the
you
night.
know what I mean.
By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. A home? Does anything yet live? Are we past saving? Choose your role. Oh, we get to have a role now?
Tried to do that, but it had a stupid ass voice.
Shut up! The killer, thank you very much. We get to choose a role now. Alright. So, I want to be...
I want
I'm
to be the
fucking
leader.
prepared.
I'll have the town drunk as a thing. I'll be the smelter. I'm down.
Gonna be the
No, I'll be the builder. Fuck that.
builder.
You take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes at breakneck speed, impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps rebuilding efforts significantly. Alright. What are you
job.
gonna do with all that charm, buddy? Thank you.
I'm the leader.
No!
Alright.
You're
Yep.
just gonna laze off. And
Well, I'm a
be
vampire.
charming?
I just talk people doing it.
That's true. He's got a point there, babe.
Then I'll become a lord, and then I'm a count, and it'll be great.
Oh my god, he's a
That
count. I
makes
knew it.
sense.
You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize the tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps rebuilding efforts significantly. Good job, pal.
I am Count Dracula.
How many beams there? Two. 2 beams go here.
What are you gonna
That's
do?
me, right? Yeah,
Yep.
I'm the conjurer. Of
Alright.
course I am.
You take it upon yourself to help conjure supplies up for the town. With your magic, you summon supplies of the highest caliber. With little effort, you're summoning high-quality lumber and food from out of nowhere. This helps rebuilding efforts significantly. All right, babe.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with your rounded-out build?
I don't know, actually.
I'll let you figure this out.
We need a
No,
town
no.
drunk. Come on,
Taylor.
we need
No.
a drunk.
You just fall on hard
No, I
times.
win.
Drunk.
The tailor? Okay. You volunteer to weave and mend clothing for the survivors to keep warm. You manage to make a new set of clothes for every survivor. Morale increases, and everyone is pretty excited for the new socks, scarves, hats, etc. This helps the survival a lot. Not significantly, though, just a lot. And so...
Yeah, then I'll fucking take your socks back.
we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, we flourished. Towers once wrecked, ravaged, rose toward the sky. Trees again took root, then blossomed. We all blossomed. And though it took a long while, and though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. Should the Yawhg ever return, we will be ready.
But you won't be ready for me, blah.
Blah, blah.
Magicatu. Magicatu.
Did we win?
I think we just beat the game.
I think so.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait. After the town is rebuilt, you decide to move out into the woods. You become a friendly local lumberjack and fashion yourself a log cabin. You spend most of your days chopping down giant trees and carrying the logs to town gate, robbing people.
That's not it.
You make friends with the dryads of the forest and spend every weekend at their wild river parties. All in all, you lead a good life. Even though you rob people sometimes. And
No,
the
I think
vampire...
this is the end.
Yeah, this is the end. It's telling us what happens
Our
post-game.
epilogue.
Yeah. With the town rebuilt, you don your costume once more.
That was right. The Yawhg is a natural disaster.
Oh, okay. You don your costume once more, eager to fight crime. In an odd twist of events, the Yawhg appears to have brought everyone closer together. You can't seem to find even a trace of criminal activity in the town. You travel to new lands in search of crime that must be punished. Vampire you. After the town is rebuilt, you live a good life. Uneventful, though. One morning, while getting ready for the day, you spot a giant hedge in your mirror. Before you can react, a giant hand pulls you through.
Oh, not this
Once again,
please.
you are
No,
dragged through the
not
thorns of the hedge. Once again, you are chained up by your former master.
God
You are
damn
eaten
it.
alive for the rest of
I
eternity.
don't think he won.
I hate this game.
This game is awesome. This game is
This
like
game is awful. 2 out of 10
this game
IGN.
is randomly incredibly dark. I love it so much. With the town rebuilt, you decide to become a full-time arena warrior. You slowly rise the rank, knocking out scores of fighters. Even ones as great as Jean the Beautiful, or Jean the Beautiful, I'm sorry. Before long, you become the arena champion.
John Bean.
You travel across the world fighting the very best of the best. Tales are sung far and wide of your mighty feats of strength. Well done, everyone, but Shaggy.
God damn.
I was a nice old woman, and I fucking saved your ass.
I like this game. This game is fun.
This game's
That was
awesome.
good.
Hey, Ziggs, would you like to play too? I'll totally just like be the driver
Top
for this.
tier build.
If you'd like to join the call and stuff.
I wouldn't mind.
All right, cool. Sweet. Just hop in the Skype call. I'll add you really quick, and then you can play, and I'll just mediate for you. Let's see, Zeke. Boop. Alrighty, there you go. Make sure to mute yourself in Skype.
Oh, Jackie just got fucked.
Yeah, Chucky, you got fucked pretty hard, buddy.
I don't even know what to say. I suck.
Good. All right. Well, we got ready. Heroes of the Storm, and Killing Floor were all bought since I last read it. Good job, guys. You buyers of things.
Killing Floor is a good game. This is good. Have fun with it.
It's all right. You guys can't hear it, but the soundtrack is actually pretty nice too. I like it.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about that. This game totally holds up without a soundtrack too. That's impressive.
Yeah, this game is surprisingly not bad, and you can play it without like, I know it's local multiplayer, but you can play it with Skype and stuff easily. So that's cool. All right, so Zeke, you ready? Seeing all that stuff?
I'm ready.
Alrighty,
Yep.
let's start this.
Someone was telling me in the chat, like, if you expect it to end well, then you're whatever the Game of Thrones quote was. It was like everybody got good ending, except for Shaggy.
Everybody got
Yeah.
the good ending.
All right, so who is gonna be here this time?
Green.
All right, so
I want to stick with red. I love my red.
all right, Zeke, you pretty much got to take blue then.
My favorite color. Works for
All
me.
right, works out. Kinda looks like you, too. Works out. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks. Okay,
They're saying I
right.
got a light ending.
That was a light
That
ending?
there are darker endings than that.
Jesus. Alright, the Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, guys. None of us is ready for it. Alrighty. Where are you going, Zeeks?
I'm gonna go to the Alchemy Tower.
Alright.
Oh,
Queen
hang
Lambert-
on. Chris Fox linked the soundtrack on Bandcamp in the chat. I'll post it in Skype so we can also listen to it.
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright, what do you want to do, Zeeks?
I want to brew a potion.
Alright. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, an artificer stops by for a visit. She is adored with magical gadgets and gizmos and is followed by everywhere by her clockwork spider. The alchemists of the tower will go out of their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of the alchemists with a special trinket. The fact that she didn't choose you was a very humbling experience. 1 charm. Alright. Russ?
To the palace.
Alright. Administration or a 10 ball.
Administration work.
You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day, the court jester approaches you. Would you like to learn to juggle? He asks excitedly. I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum. 1 wealth to learn how to
Teach me,
juggle?
almighty teacher.
Alright.
Have you got any money?
Yeah, he's got
Had
2
to.
wealth.
Oh, right.
You spend the day with the jester, practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically. 2 finesse. Another 2 finesse. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth. Alright, nice. Good job, buddy.
Thanks.
Where we going, drags?
Pick the choice.
I'm gonna hit up the slums this time.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna head up the slums. I'm gonna buy some fucking flowers. I'm gonna pickpocket some people.
Alright. You spend the week performing petty theft. You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. Oh!
Oh, this lady can go fuck herself.
When anyone from nearby, hey, she calls out looking make a bit of coin.
Yeah, no, you can fuck off. Let's
Alright.
go.
Despite your intention to say no. Wait. Oh, you find yourself
What
giving
the
into her will
God
completely.
damn it.
She signals for you to go into the alleyway with her. Come closer, she says. Nobody else can hear you what I'm about to tell you. You lean in closer. You hear to learn how you earned this coin. She presses. She calls, eat your neck. Blood pours through your wounds. You hate it. You black
I
out.
fucking hate you, game. I
She
hate
gives you some
so
coin.
much.
Thanks. 1 wealth. She melts in the shadows. You're a vampire now. Your body feels
At
ice
least she
cold.
was nice enough to pay me anyway.
3 charm, 3 physique lost.
They could have fucked me over real.
That's true. That's true. All right, Shine. Where are we going?
Tavern.
Alrighty. Bartender drink.
I would like to bartend.
Alright. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and 2 charm. One day, a bard pulls out his lute in the bar and starts playing a tune. Unfortunately, his singing is horrible and has ruined the tavern's atmosphere. You decided to do something about it. Convince him to leave or challenge him to a lute duel.
Get out.
I think
But-
I'm just gonna tell him to leave.
It's
Alright.
time to duel, guys.
You approach the bar and
Duel.
let him
No.
know that the tavern down the road is well known for its big tippers. Buzz off! The bard yells drunkenly. You walk away, giving a "well, I tried" sort of look to the
Wow,
other
I'm gonna
patrons.
punch him in his goddamn face.
What a blow to your confidence. 1 charm is lost.
Oh no.
They say the last time the Yawhg came, it devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families apart, but that was so very long ago. Alrighty, Ziggs, where we going?
Palace.
Okay. Administration or 10 ball?
A 10 ball.
Alright. Aw, you look great. You kind of look like Marth. You spend
God.
you spend the week attending fancy gatherings. 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you decide to lean up against a wall just to take a break. It rotates as you apply pressure and you stumble upon a set of stairs. You enter a large dusty room filled with barrels. It's the king's famous wine cellar. Host a secret party or keep quiet about what you saw.
Secret party.
Of course. All your friends show up and drinking begins. When you come to, you find yourself in a home you don't recognize in only your underwear. Your clothes are nowhere to be found and you seem to be the only one home.
I
What
know that
happened?
feeling.
Yeah. Well, looks like it didn't work out for you too well. Alright, what about you, Russ?
Let's go to the gardens.
Okay. Landscape and meditate.
Landscape.
Alright. You spend the week. Oh, look at that. That's cute.
It's an elephant.
Yeah.
They'll never forgive me.
You spend the week maintaining plants in the royal garden. 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. Walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad. Please, sir, the frog begs. I'm not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince. If you could see your way to kissing me, it would break the curse and return me to normal. Kiss the frog.
You're gonna get herpes.
Kiss it.
Catch the frog.
Oh man, people pay a high price for a frog. Catch that shit.
Yeah, you
Especially
realize
a
that.
talking one.
Yeah, exactly. It's worth a fortune and quickly grab for it. It tries to hop away, but you're too quick.
You
Ignoring
go
the
to
frog's
slums and make
protest,
people lick it.
you bundle it up in your bag. Later, you sell it to a traveling merchant for a huge fee. 3 wealth. Good job, buddy.
Huge feet.
For a
Okay.
frog?
For a talking frog.
Still just a frog. Damn, dude.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna hit the slums again. I'm sticking to this.
Alright.
It's my turf.
You got
I'm gonna
pickpocket
keep
again?
pickpocketing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You spend the week performing petty theft. 1 wealth and 2 finesse. Over the course of the week, you've noticed your skin becoming paler and your teeth sharper. You notice that whenever you talk, everyone nearby hangs on your every word. You gain 3 charm. You also feel more frail and gaunt than you used to. Lose 3 physique. One day you notice a woman tilting her head back, brushing her hair. The neck
What
is
is
fully
she doing
exposed.
here now?
You can even see a vein or two.
Now you're gonna fucking
Delicious.
kill all the poor people.
Before you know it, you're coated in blood with a mangled form in front of you. There are dozens of people around, and they're all filled with delicious nectar. The next few hours are a blur. You wake up the next day in bed sheets soaked with blood that is not your own. You look up in the mirror and notice your skin has regained its color and that your teeth have dulled. Well, the slums are
So
no
this
longer
woman
accessible.
is attracted to vampires, right? Like that is her goal in life.
Yeah, that one lady who exposes her neck, absolutely.
I
just
like
walks-
Oh, the arena.
Alrighty, pretty much wherever you go as a vampire, the next time, I'm guessing that you're gonna just massacre
You're
them.
gonna murder everybody.
I'm assuming what would happen at the arena, though, would probably end poorly in your favor, though. Because everyone there is ready to
I would
fight.
like
that the
to
point?
compete.
You gotta kill everybody.
Compete? Alright. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. 2 physique, 1 finesse. One day, while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you. Excuse me, sir. I need a sparring partner, he says.
Wow.
Are you down for a fight or two? Do you want to bang or no?
Let me
Yeah.
beg, bro.
You want to bang?
Bang bros.
Alright, bang bros. Let's do this! He screams. He takes a swing at your head. You get punched right here in the face. The next thing you
What
know, you're in
the
the arena's infirmary. It appears that punch gave you headache and never endus.
Headache never ends.
Symptoms include having a mild headache forever. You lose 1 mind. Damn.
Rip.
It was on us in a heartbeat, and so the stories go. The earth shook, the air went still. Alright. Where are we going, Z's?
Hospital.
Okay. Clean up or tend to patients.
Tend to patients.
You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick and not eating them. You gain 2 mind and 1 wealth. One day you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize that she's freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it. Talk calmly to the ghost or vaporize the ghost with magic.
Talk calmly.
You approach the spirit and try to explain her to the effect she's having on the sick. She seems to understand what you're telling her and apologizes for bothering everybody. She walks through the wall and is never seen again. A doctor tosses you a sack of coins as a way of saying thanks. 2 wealth. It's like, hey, shit, thanks for that
Booyah.
ghost. The thing was spooking me. Here's
Through
money.
the forest,
Alright, man.
I am a ghostbuster.
top of the wood. I'm just a guy that does odd jobs.
It sounds like your character, yeah. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You get 2 physique and yourself 1 will. You're fucking rich, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry.
One
I
day,
got this.
okay. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. From the expressions on their faces, they appear to be lost. You want to rob them too?
No, I helped them.
Alright. You confront the people and
Update.
try to help them find their way back to town. With ease, you lead everyone back to town. Extremely grateful, the group gives you a small token of their appreciation. 2 wealth.
Money.
This is where a fucking bush
Jesus.
shows up and grabs you and pulls you into this fucking cave, and now you're dead.
And he eats you!
for eternity. Ugh.
It's pretty gnarly though. He eats you and then heals you to eat you again.
This is a fucking bitch.
That's fucked up.
I hate it.
Where you
Wasn't that an
going?
episode of Buffy?
Oh,
I'm
now
not
I
sure.
can't go back to the slums anymore.
Yeah, because you
ate all
fucking
the
massacred it.
I'm just gonna go mope in the tavern.
Drink it away.
I'm gonna fucking drink it.
Alright.
Fuck this shit.
Spend the entire weekend wasted. 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Enter or spectate.
I wanna enter that shit. Hell yeah.
You down pint after pint, drinking as if your life depended on it. You end up blacking out. When you come to, you find yourself at home you don't recognize in all your underwear. You got
What
naked
a
and
vampire.
got roofied
You have
again.
one physique.
Yeah, your
How do
physique
you
is terrible.
roofie a vampire?
You have no physique, man.
But I'm a vampire.
He's frail.
I like to go to the palace.
Alright,
Oh no, I have been roofied.
pretty much.
Tend the ball.
Oh, he's so suave. You spend the week attending
I know, look at
fancy
me.
gatherings. She'd charm one finesse. One day you accidentally bump into a duke. Watch where you're going, filthy peasant.
Fuck.
He shoves you out of the way with his hand and continues walking. Passive-aggressive response or active-aggressive response?
You know me.
So, passive-aggressive?
Yeah.
Yep. That outfit looks really comfortable. He looks mildly insulted. Sick burn. You get one charm.
Hell yeah.
And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos, screaming. The sounds of all we knew being pulled in half. Alright, 2 weeks until the Yawhg comes.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I'm starting to get the feeling I'm one of those Twilight vampires.
Possible. Where you going, Zeus?
I have a little bit of money, so to the arena.
Shit, you gonna fucking bet on a fight?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. You gain 2 wealth. One night on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. Pick it up or leave it.
Pick it up.
As you pick it up, you hear a voice from behind you whisper, "You're not worthy." The dagger begins to dissolve into a black smoke. Within seconds, the blade is gone. You feel like you've learned something, having witnessed such impressive magic. I've learned something today. That was creepy. One magic, one mind. Okay then. Russ, where are you going?
To the tavern.
Yay! You gonna do bartending there too?
You wanna
Yep.
come join me, buddy?
Nah, he does odd jobs, man. He's fine. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth and tips and gain 2 charm. One day, the tavern throws its annual dart
Enter.
tournament. You sign up for the dart tournament ready to prove your dart throwing prowess. You play a respectable game of darts and end up coming in second place.
Yeah.
2 wealth and a gain a boost in confidence. 1 charm.
So be it.
Dude, you're kicking ass in wealth right now.
I know.
Alright, where we going?
I wanna go back to that fucking forest.
Yeah, you wanna go back there?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna kick this guy's ass.
Alright, you gonna
Even though
hunt?
I probably can't, but let's do some more hunting. Let's do some more hunting.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell pelts for 1 wealth. One day during the forest excursions, you stumble upon a swarm of rats. At first, you jump backwards in shock, but
Willard.
then you start to hear them conversing with one another. They call you over. "Excuse me, miss," one of them says in a high-pitched voice. "Do you think you might be able to help us out with something? You see, we're trying to elect our new leader, but it seems our votes are completely tied. We're trying to decide between Seedpaw, the vengeful, and Blightooth, the wise," he says the rat. Seedpaw steps forward. "If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader, one who isn't afraid to take our fight to the enemy," proclaims Seedpaw. Blightooth steps up. "If you vote for me, good miss, I will lead these rats to an age of enlightenment," says Blightooth. Which rat do you choose?
Okay, so we don't want the rats fucking up the village, right?
Right.
We don't want that happening.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna go with the smart guy.
Alright, Blightooth the wise then.
course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Half of the rats roar with tiny applause. Seedpaw bows his head and walks back into the mass of rats. Blightooth climbs up to your shoulder and whispers ancient secrets into your ear as thanks. 1 mind and 1 magic.
Oh fuck.
Alright, you have learned wizardry rat magic.
I guess I'm doing this again.
I guess so. Alright, where are we going?
The gardens.
Okay. Landscape or meditate?
Meditate.
You spend the week in deep meditation, 1 magic and 2 mind. One day on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Sell the ring or wear the ring?
Wear it.
Yeah.
I've seen other sense.
Upon placing the ring in your finger, orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. Dots.
Bye.
The ring looks good on you. 1 charm. Okay. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, and be strong? Or have we forgotten?
So you're like married to a ghost now?
I guess so? I'm
Why
not
you-
sure.
Brew me a potion, bitch.
Can't even read chat, bro. I'm in the middle of playing the Yawhg, bro. Shit. Where are we going, Zeeks?
Brew me a potion.
Potion. Alright. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. Two magic, one mind. One day, you hear one of the alchemists shout, Eureka! When you look over to see what he's done, you spot a small, previously dead ferret come to life. Holy shit. I figured the antidote to death, the alchemist exclaims. The undead ferret lets out a horrific noise and lumbers about slowly.
Christ.
Destroy the abomination or praise the alchemist's accomplishment. Abomination, I'm sorry. I slur a lot.
Abomination.
Praise him.
Abomination.
Praise him! That's amazing, you say, slightly discomforted by the ferret's presence. You didn't hurt the alchemist's feelings. You gained one charm. Okay.
Well,
Well,
I'm dead.
I've been working hard for a whole month. Time to go bet on the arena.
Oh, yeah. You spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. 5 wealth!
Fuck.
One day, in between matches, you stumble upon one of the higher-ranked fighters ingesting illegal strength potions. Please, sir, don't report me, she cries. I'll even share some of my potion with you if you keep quiet, she adds.
I would have had 10 gold if this bitch wasn't cheating. Report that, B.
You report the fighter to the arena officials. They thank you for bringing her to their attention and hand you a small sack of coins. Holy shit, dude! 18 wealth! The fighter is
That's not
investigating.
gonna mean shit when
receives...
the fucking town's gone.
Yeah, but he
I
can
was gonna
just.
say, what the fuck are you gonna do with the
He
money?
can, like, use it as a blanket or something. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
The fighter is investigated and receives a lifetime ban from the arena.
Uncomfortable. Like,
Nail
Absolutely.
hits.
Alright, Eddie, where are we going?
I'm gonna stick to this forest. I've got a connection to this thing.
Alright, chop wood or
This is
hunt.
who I am. No, keep hunting.
Keep on, alright.
hunting.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day, you hear hundreds of footsteps rumbling through the forest in your direction. It's the orcs again! Upon
Fucking
seeing
orcs, man.
upon seeing it, the leader of the orcs smiles. She calls out your name and signals for all the other orcs to stop. She climbs down from her direwolf and gives you a huge hug. Apparently, while you've been blacked out from drinking, you went out to party in the forest with the orcs!
That's why I called to you.
It must have been wild because they invite you to a huge feast held in your honor. All this social interaction is a blast. You gain 2 charm. You end up sleeping over in the orc leader Grish's tent. She seems to want you to do things with you. Do things with her.
Yeah, we're gonna do things with that orc.
Woo, turns out orcs are pretty freaky in bed. You gain 1 physique. The next morning,
yeah.
the Grish states sadly that they need to leave the forest for the next few weeks. On their
I'll
way
wait for you,
out,
babe.
the hundreds
I'll
of
be right here.
orcs give you high fives as they ride past you. All those high fives increase your pain threshold to physique. You fucked the orc
This was all
chief.
worth it.
Holy
The pain
shit.
was all worth it.
Well worth it, dude.
Holy shit.
That is so good. You got
That was
fucking...
the best.
Dude, you got orc Yuri shit and high fives. This is one of the best times in your life.
I am gonna send the developer of this game a fucking box of chocolates.
I hope they made another one or are making another one because this is really good.
This is pretty new, so
Oh god, I know there's only like 100 or so like things going on, so I hope we just don't reach the limit of how many things could happen soon, because this is just too good to not do for a while.
the second play. I'll Google it. Hang on.
God, where do you want to go, babe?
Drink.
Drink, alright. Jesus, they spend the entire week getting wasted. 2 charm, 1 physique. One day, a fortune teller sets up at one of the tavern's tables. She offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum. You got only 1 wealth, so this is it.
Yep.
Alright. You spend 1 wealth. The fortune teller takes your hand and begins showering you with promises of love and wealth. She doesn't really go into any detail, and the whole time you can't help but feel that this is all an act. Underwhelmed and slightly poor, you can't help but feel like you wasted your money. That night, while walking home, the fortune teller runs up to you and gives you a kiss on the cheek. There's the love part, she says with a toothless smile. She hands you a giant sack of gold. There's the wealth, she says. 2 wealth! Alright! Still think I'm a hack? Dots. Oh, that was cute. That was so sad. That was cute. I like that. The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. It takes about 6
Someone
playthroughs
says
to
it
see
takes
everything.
about 50 hours to reach all the possible combinations.
Oh wow. Jeez. That's kind of cool.
It's our last week.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
One
the palace.
person though, probably, right?
Yeah, that was one person. That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
Last week until the Yawhg comes, guys. So we're going.
Party up at the palace.
All right. Send the ball. You spend the last week of your fucking life attending the fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Ask for an
Oh, an
explanation.
bitch.
You approach the jester, asking him what exactly the joke meant. The jester scolds you at length about the dangers of explaining jokes. Something about puppies and them dying whenever you dissect them. You don't quite understand, but everyone around you starts laughing. Presumably the jester just made another joke at your expense. You've begun coming to terms with the fact that your sense of humor is lacking. Being more self-aware, you manage to exude an aura of confidence. You gain 1 charm. Huh.
The same fucking result.
Yep. Russ, what are you doing for your last week?
Tavern drink.
Alright, fair enough. You spend the entire weekend wasted. Gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying and everyone seems to be joining in the violence. Join the fray or break up the fight.
Break it up, guys. We're here to drink.
You jump on top of a table and yell a plea to the patrons to stop all the violence. Before you know it, everyone has calmed down and chatting to one another like nothing ever happened. Thanks for that, says the bartender while slipping you a few... How do you keep getting money? How? How do you do it, you hairy man? God.
He spent the whole, like, first 4 weeks working.
I know.
That is the hair is the reason why he's...
I guess, I know. It's fucking ridiculous, though.
Let's go back to the forest. I like it. I'm gonna wait for my love out there.
Go on again?
We're gonna...
I have
No,
to get
no,
fucking stuck
we're
in the
gonna chop
bushes.
some wood this time.
Chop
We're
wood.
gonna mix it up.
Alright.
Yeah.
You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a corpse hanging from a tree. Carved in the tree is written, "Now that I'm banned from the arena, I have nothing to live for." Holy shit!
Oh my God, Russ! If I have to deal with your shit, I'm coming over.
Underneath the
I'm
tree
coming over.
lay broken bottles. Bury the body or keep on walking.
I'm gonna bury the body.
You cut down the
Fucking
corpse from the
murder-
tree and
You
bury
murdered
her in
that
the
man.
shallow grave. That was a lot of
Well,
work.
shouldn't have been cheating.
1 physique. Alrighty, where are you going? Final week till the Yawhg arrives.
We're gonna go fight.
Go and fight?
Yeah, we'll fight everybody.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. While wandering around the halls, you found Kelly again. An awkward exchange happens between you two. And then Jean comes back. Hey,
Jean.
Kelly. It's Jean. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel? You feel happy or jealous this time?
Feel happy. I'm fine. I don't give a shit.
You feel it's good that both of you have moved on. This encounter, despite its awkwardness, was refreshing. 1 charm. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages for 3 full days, and the tempest puts us through a grinder. Drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard of our home has become our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving? Alrighty, Ziggs, what position do you think you can handle with your abilities?
The doctor.
The Doctero, I see. You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the Yawhg. You're able to keep most of the patients in stable condition. Some are even able to get back up and work in no time. This helps the survival out for quite a bit. Alright, Russ.
I did all this work for nothing. Down drunk.
We told you
I
to.
knew it.
You
Nice.
scavenge together as much alcohol as you can and drink excessively. You gain 2 physique and 1 charm. Okay, that's it. Traggy.
Okay, so let's see here. What does what does banging and high-fiving orcs teach me as a person? What am I good at? I think I'm gonna have to go as the leader
Yeah?
and join this orc clan.
I see. You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You're so incredibly charming and everyone readily lets you guide them. You're not the brightest, however, and aren't terribly efficient with organizing everyone. Still, having a charismatic leader helps rebuild the effort a lot. It's good. And Cheyenne, where are you going?
Not all much finesse this time. Yeah, I think I'll do builder.
Alright.
10 physique seems right.
You take it upon yourself to help
Eight
rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes fairly quickly and efficiently. This helps out the rebuilding effort quite a lot. Alright. And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, what happened? We were
Bang
defeated.
doors.
Those of us left
Massive orgy.
struggled to put our home together home to rights. But the effort was futile. Doomed. The city bled survivors, eventually becoming a husk, a dead thing. And perhaps the Yawhg was only partly to blame.
Oh, fuck.
If someone had become fucking drunk.
Yeah, I tried to keep this place together, and then it just moved the fuck down.
He didn't know the Yawhg was coming. It's not his fault. Jeez. Your previous alchemy experience serves you well after the Yawhg. You start an underground potion brewing facility. You get people hopelessly addicted to your variety of substances and exchange them for favors and services. You do well for yourself within the broken walls of this former village. The fact that many people are dying from potion overdose phases you little. Well, you're fucked up, Zeeks.
Booyah.
To cope with living in a ruined city, you begin brewing your own alcohol. You start distributing it to other survivors to help them cope too.
Everyone's brewing shit.
Soon enough, there are lines around the block for people craving the numbness that your drinks provide. You actually do pretty well for yourself and are treated with some respect, in a place where that is pretty hard to come by. People are starting to go blind, however.
Whatever.
Damn.
You're all
Give it an
drug dealers.
antifreeze.
With no progress being made on rebuilding the town, you take to the forest out of desperation.
Of course
One
I
day,
will.
while out there, you hear hundreds of footsteps
Oh,
heading in your
man.
direction.
Yes!
It's the band of orcs!
Suck my balls!
Grish gets down from her mount and gives you a hug. She was worried you died in the events of the storm and was coming back to the town to try and find you. They offer you to become an honorary orc and want you to ride by their side. You happily accept. You spend out the rest of your days pillaging,
cute
slaughtering
little
innocents, and
ending.
attending crazy orc parties. That's awesome, dude. That is
Man,
so good.
That is the best fucking ending you could
That
ask
is.
for.
That is.
I don't give a shit about none of y'all. I am fine.
The town is in shambles. You're too afraid to go anywhere else. One day, somebody offers you strength potions in exchange for your services as a bodyguard. You happily oblige. After a few strength potions, you become strangely dependent on them, craving them constantly. They take a huge toll on your body, and your health deteriorates quickly. On the outside, you look like a hulking beast, but your insides are rotted and limp. One day, you have one too many potions. Your corpse is found face down in a puddle of vomit and foam.
You're welcome.
Oof!
I know, right?
Thank God I got fucking out of that.
You can see
Damn!
my smug fucking face right now.
I bet it's
Holy
smug as
shit,
shit.
I'm happy with that.
Dude, I kind of want to do one more. Can we do one more? This is like really fun.
Alright, you want to take my place?
I'll take your place, Trax. Snake, are you there?
Make me proud.
He was talking in chat,
Hi.
but he's muted right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
That's not you. That's
Shut
not
up.
you. Fuck.
Can't type.
Here, I'll wait until Snake responds before moving forward with this.
I'm right here.
Jesus. Because if Snake wants to play, I'll let him take the spot then. This is a really fucking good song. Jesus Christ.
And the soundtrack? I've been listening to the soundtrack from the link from the guy on the stream. The soundtrack is really good.
Yeah, it's very nice. You get to...
It's 8:30,
You wanna go
I know,
sleepy bye?
right?
and next door started a party at around about 6 in
Yeah?
the afternoon. They're still fucking going.
Alright. It's orcs, man.
Traggy, what the fuck have you done?
What? I mean, hey, come on. I got high fives, how can I resist?
He did. Alright, so is Snake there or no?
You responded to me,
Yes.
but you didn't respond after that.
And then he disappeared.
Ah, he's dead. The Yawhg got him.
He
Bye.
said slightly busy.
Alright, if he's slightly busy, he's not gonna be coming back then. Alright. Okay. One more run, guys. I want to do this next week, by the way. This is fucking awesome. Okay. So, I guess I'll be the blue lady again. No, wait, no, I gotta be the red, because I'm trading splashes with Draggy. Alright, I'm red,
Make me proud.
Zeke is blue. I'm guessing Shine is still orange man, and Russ is still hairy man.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Here we go. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks. Where are we going, Ziggy?
fight in the arena.
Right off the bat, alright. Kanyan, thank you very much, man. You spend the week fighting Bruce in the arena. Gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. During a match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it. With a sickening crunch, it destroys the knee of a nearby bystander. He accuses you of causing him harm by not stopping the flying weapon. Takes it to court. Offer to settle or defend yourself.
Defend myself.
You object, but you can't seem to convince the judge.
Dang it.
He rules the plaintiff's favor and orders you to perform community service. Gain 1 physique and 1 finesse. Unfortunately, the boring task takes all on you mentally. 1 line is lost. Alright, Russ, hairy man.
Forest.
Alright, where are we going?
Chopping some wood.
You spend the week cutting down trees in for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a tall, nicely trimmed hedge. Oh!
Uh-oh.
You sit and eat your lunch in front of the hedge, wondering what exactly it's doing out in the woods. Suddenly, an enormous hand erupts from the foliage. Dodge it or punch it.
Dodge it.
You try dodging it, but you're not quick enough! It grabs you and pulls you through the thorns! You lose 1 physique! The beast drags you all the way back to its lair and chains you up to a wall. It starts peeling layers of flesh off of you, eating your hairy body. Then he waves his hand, regenerating the flesh, and you're still hairy. The cycle occurs, feels like years. The mental torment you undergo is unbearable. 3 mind is lost. The constant barrage of healing spells infuses you with raw magic. 3 magic is gained. One day the beast lair is attacked by another monster. Dick St. Jones subscribed to Animorphed and shit, and the beast lair is attacked by this Dick St. Jones. You take this opportunity to escape. You push through the hedge and back into the forest. When you finally arrive, it's only been a day. Man, that's rough. That's your first fucking week.
Yep.
Oh boy. Alright, well you got a bunch of magic now at least. I am gonna go to... I'm gonna go to the hospital and I'm going to clean up. You spend the weeks... Oh! Cankry Ventizel! Thank you very much for anamorphing and stuff. You spend the week stealing your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it's as clean as it can be. 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 wealth. One day a patient comes into the hospital with sores that nobody's ever seen before. While walking by his bedside, he looks up to you and rudely asks for a glass of water.
Give me the water, bitch. That's what he said.
Alright, bitch, chill the fuck out and I'll get it. You bring him a small glass and quench his thirst. He takes a large sip, swigs it around, and then proceeds to spit it at you. The water hits you right in the face. After cleaning up, you scold the obviously insane man for spitting at you. That night, you get home, you feel dizzy, and start having vivid hallucinations about the age of wizards. 3 magic is gained. 3 mind is lost. Fuck! That's pretty much the exact same thing that happened to Russ with the mind and whatever.
Yeah, except you're ugly now.
Ah, shit. Where are you going, Cheyenne?
I'm just keep the tradition. I want to go drink at the tavern.
Alright. You spend the entire week getting wasted. 2 charm, 1 physique. One day, the tavern throws its annual dart. You want to enter a dart contest?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
GTA darts, I'll win.
Sign up for the dart tournament, ready to prove your dart throwing prowess. You play the worst game of darts anyone's ever seen. You manage to break several glasses and narrowly miss someone's head. You come dead last. Somebody there wrote a song about how poorly you did, and it's quickly become the most popular tune in the town. You lose 1 charm.
Damn.
Well, damn that.
6 physique, you're gonna fucking throw 1 dart.
You got fucked.
That is awesome.
Alright. So,
I mean, songs, man.
yeah.
If there are any musicians out there on the stream, make it happen.
Yeah, bad dart game.
I want to fight crime.
You want to fight crime?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll be Wonder Woman.
Aw, you look like a little bandito. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a small child approaches you with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you. He doesn't say anything, but just looks up at you with eyes wide, waiting expectantly. You don't have any money.
I don't have any money. Kill him.
Jesus!
You literally
Just
do
ignore him
that.
then? Or what would happen if I...
Try and give him some gold.
Alright. You're also broke. You don't have a penny you can spare. You end up hanging out all night, though, talking with a child. Hearing a child's outlook on things on the world allows you to see things in a slightly different light. You gain 1 mind. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, where are you going, Russ?
Drinking.
Jesus, y'all getting drunk all the time.
Well, after that shit, yeah.
Yeah, you did gonna get fucked up, buddy. You spend the entire
Somebody's gotta
weekend
get a
wasted.
vampire and fuck the bar up.
Yep, pretty much. One day an impromptu drinking
Oh,
contest is
I
held.
joined that shit immediately.
you tell him pine
I
after pine,
started it.
drinking as if your life depended on it. You'll end up blacking out.
Yeah,
Yeah, be in your underwear and someone else's home like always.
Mhm.
What happened?
What?
Probably an orc. Probably an orc.
Probably.
This is me. Alexia Alistrastorov. That sounds like it's almost the dragon lady from WoW.
Alexstrasza?
Alexstrasza. Almost sounds like that, but it's not. But thank you very much, though. We're gonna go to the hospital again and tend to patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. Over the course of the week, you notice yourself growing more and more spiral-shaped sores all over your body. One day, the sores begin glowing a vibrant blue. You feel your magical power grow even stronger, while your mind slips further and further. You gain 3 magic, lose 3 mind.
Oh,
In
you're
no
going crazy.
time, the sores are glowing so bright that you're literally the avatar, and they hurt to look at. Someone rushes up to you, asking if you're alright. With only a glance, you set him aflame. Then you let out a scream, and that shakes the earth and scatters the skulls of all nearby. Or shatters. Also, Thnikaman, thank you very much. A river of blood coats the ground as you walk about, reveling in your destruction. You black
Holy
out.
Fucking
When you come
shit.
to, you're at home. You're literally Carrie. Your sores have faded, and you feel like the disease's symptoms have passed. So the hospital is now gone.
Yep, you destroyed it.
I literally became Carrie and made death. Where are we going, Cheyenne?
Well, I'm gonna go to a party.
Palace, then?
Yeah.
10 ball. You spend weeks attending fancy gatherings. 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you
You
accidentally bump
really
into the
like
Duke.
balls.
She does. Watch where you're going, filthy peasant. He shoves you out of the way, and his hand, he hates you. Passive or active this time?
Come.
Or passive.
Call him a You're going passive again?
Yeah.
That looks really comfortable. He's mildly insulted. Sick burn again. Good job.
Regain that lost charm.
I guess so. Alright, where are we going, ZZ?
Fight in the arena.
Jesus. You spend the week fighting birds in the arena. 2 physique, 1 finesse. One day while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you. Excuse me, miss, I need a sparring partner, he says. Are you down for a fight or 2?
Fight me.
Let's do this! He takes a swing at her head. He punches his coming at wait. You punch his fist as it is coming towards you. You can hear the bones in the fighter's hands crack. He runs away, whimpering. That was pretty cool. You get 1 charm. You get charm for punching his hands.
What the fuck?
How does that work?
I don't know.
Well, after a week,
Because it does.
It looks really cool on screen. That's why.
we meditating.
Meditate in the gardens.
Need some clairvoyance after a week getting fucked up after my trauma.
I was fucked up by trauma. I need to meditate. 1 magic and 2 mind. Phew. One day you come across an elderly man snoozing on the grass. You there, young
join him?
person. He waves you over. I'm having an awful time trying to nap in the bright sun. Do you mind giving me some shade?
Well, you're big enough for it.
Do you
Well, I'm
want?
just out here meditating anyway. Might as well, yeah.
Ages seem to pass as you stand in the hot sun. The wizened old man sleeping peacefully in your shadow. The sun is
He's dead.
sweltering, and after some hours you begin to feel faint. Gradually, everything grows dark. When you awaken, it is evening in the garden, and an ancient, gnarled tree stands where the old man was sleeping. For witnessing this miraculous event, you gain 1 magic. Okay. Alright, that's
So did he turn into a tree, or did he plant a tree and leave?
not
A
100%
little bit
sure.
of A, a little bit of B.
Yeah,
He
it's,
left his seed.
it's pretty weird.
He was always
You
a
just
tree.
planted a tree, waited until you weren't looking, and then he just snuck off and hoped that you wouldn't like notice.
pretty
No,
much.
he was always a tree. It was just sunstroke.
I knew it. Alright, we're gonna go to the alchemy tower and brew a potion. No. Yeah. Fuck it. You spend the week experimenting with different potions. 2 magic and 1 mind. One day you hear one of the alchemists shout, Eureka! When you look over, you see what he's done. He spot a small, previously dead ferret come to life. I
Zombie
figured the
ferret.
animal to death. Zombies and shit. It's gross. I should probably just be like, that's totally chill. Veach! Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. I'm totally down with zombies. That's cool.
Good job.
Good job, bro. That's awesome. You didn't hurt the alchemist's feelings. 1 charm. That's awesome.
I would like to go fight crime.
Alright. Fight crime. You spend the week out smarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a man walks up to you. Excuse me, sir. You feeling a little lonely tonight? For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night. You don't have any money. You want to say sure anyway?
Yeah, I'm gonna say sure.
Maybe you'll get a freebie.
You don't have enough money to pay him. He shrugs and walks off. Aww. You're lonely that
Bye.
night. Ziggs.
Fight crime.
Everyone fights crime. You spend the week out smarting and beating up criminals. You get 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. Over the course of the week, you notice more and more sick people in the slums. You attribute this to the newly destroyed hospital. Help the sick or
shit,
ignore them. My bad.
Help them.
In a collaboration with others, you help set up a small medical clinic in the slums. Your reputation for helping these people increases dramatically. 3 charm. Alright.
I'm drinking.
Christ, stay the fuck away from the slums.
You spend the entire week getting wasted. 2 charm, 1 physique. Their very first day of the week, when you walk through the tavern doors, everyone cheers. Apparently during the last drunken outing, you were a party animal while you were blacked out. Legend spreads of your party hard spirit. You gain 2 charm. Good job, pal. Party
Yeah.
animal.
You charming
That makes me
bastard.
feel better.
I need
Must be
to
Irish.
more potions. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, an artificer, this person freaking comes up everywhere, clockwork spider, alchemist of the tower, all the way, press the artificer because everyone sucks. Ashley, when she adores, you get the whatever thing, humbling experience, 1 charm. Okay. I read that one like 8 times, I want to read it again.
I wanna go to the forest.
Alright, chop wood hunt.
I wanna hunt.
Spend the week hunting defenseless critters to finesse and sell pelts for 1 wolf. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. From their expressions on their faces, they appear to be lost. Rob them or help them.
Yes, I'll help him.
You confront the group and try to help them find their way back to town. With ease, you lead everyone back to town. Extremely grateful, they give you a small token of their appreciation to wealth. Alright. Week 5. We got 2 weeks left, guys. Where are we going, Zeke?
Arena.
Jesus. Compete or bet? You have no money, though.
Compete.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique, 1 finesse. While wandering around the halls between the matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward
She's
exchange
mine.
happens between, and you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena, busts into the conversation. Hey, Kelly, sorry to interrupt, but
Jean.
you say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel? You feel happy or
Jealous.
you're jealous? You become extremely grumpy for the rest of the week. You lose 1 charm.
No.
While you're no fun to be around because you're in no fun zone, you channel your rage into working out. You gain 2 physique. Damn, you're fucking buff.
I will kill John.
Me drinking.
We drinking again. So the
Dude,
entire
I've had a
weekend.
bad experience.
I get you. I feel you, man. 2 charm, 1 physique.
4 weeks straight.
One day, a bar pulls out his lute in the bar and starts playing a tune. Unfortunately, his singing is horrible and ruins everyone's
Battle him.
mood. You decide to do something about it. Battle him or convince him to leave?
I don't have very good finesse. I challenge him.
All right.
I'm drunk enough.
You borrow the bar owner's lute and challenge the bard to a musical duel. You only just start playing when the lute you realize that you're even worse than the bard. The bard easily outplays you and motions for you to lay down your lute. You can tell there are a couple people snickering at you right now. Embarrassing. You lose 1 charm. That's a shame, buddy.
Me.
That's okay, because we're going to brew more potions. You spend the week experimenting different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, all the alchemists decide to take a break from work and decide to throw a cantrip party. One alchemist waves his hand and produces confetti in front of him. Another spawns a seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeves. Then all the alchemists turn to you to see what you can come up with. Complex. With a snap of your fingers, you bring a chair to life. You sit atop of it and ride it around the room. Everyone else is quite impressed. You gain 2 charm. Sweet. I'm literally Fantasia.
I would like to go to the garden
Landscape or meditate, baby?
I would like to meditate.
You spend the week in deep meditation, 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Sell it or wear it?
I'm gonna put that shit on.
Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing magical markings appear from the outside of the band. Markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost, radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. Nods. The ring
Bye,
looks good on
friend.
you. 1 charm. Yawhg is almost here, almost. Last week, guys.
Fight crime.
Is it?
Fight crime again? Jesus. Alright.
Damn. Yeah.
You said that we got spotting and beating up criminals. You get 1 mind, 1 physique, 1 finesse. Oh, vampire!
There we go.
Hey, here she calls out looking to make a bit of coin.
No, thank you.
Despite your intention to say no, you find yourself giving it away! You're a vampire now!
Doesn't work, Z.
Vampired!
Busy.
You're a vampire.
Everything you fucking worked for.
All your things are fucked now. Thank you. 1 wealth. Melts the shadows, you feel your neck, you notice the wound's completely healed, your body feels ice cold, 3 charms gained, 3 physique lost. Wrecked.
Hunting in
Bullshit.
the forest.
Hunt in the forest. Alright, buddy.
Yeah, get my revenge and my honor.
Alright, you spend the week hunting defenseless critters. 2 finesse and sell the post for 1 wealth. One day you hear...
Oh!
Oh! You hear hundreds of footsteps running through the forest your direction. It's an orc grading party, what do you do?
Rush!
But I charmed them, and not killing them.
Rush!
The orc leader stops in front of you and introduces herself as Grish. That's Traggy's bae. You manage to smooth talk her, and she seems completely entranced by you. She turns back to her horde and instructs them to not eat you.
Back the fuck off.
Quick thinking.
Fuck you.
Gain 1 mind.
Fight? You wanna fight?
Dude,
Jesus.
she likes me. I can't help it.
We're
Fucking
making
you.
more
Can't,
potions.
can't help it.
Spend the week brewing and mega potions. 2 magic, 1 mind. One day you hear cries for help coming from the next room. Running over to investigate, you see that the alchemists there have accidentally created an ooze monster. How do you dispatch the ooze? Punch the ooze? Blast the ooze with magic. You pulverize the ooze into a puddle with an array of magical spells. The alchemists all cheer. You gain 1 charm. Alright, cool. Alright, where are we going? Final one. Where are you going?
Look how party. Kidding me?
Sub Palace?
Yeah.
Alright. You spend the last week of your pathetic, miserable life partying. 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day, you decide to lean up against the wall to just take a break. It rotates as you apply pressure and stumble down a set of stairs. Enter a large, dusty room, and it's the king's famous wine cellar. Host a
Are
party.
you kidding me? He's gonna be fucking dead. We'll have a party.
All your friends show up, drinking begins. When he comes to you, find yourself at home, and you're in your underwear, you got fucked again! Probably Grish.
Sick.
Alrighty, the Yawhg has arrived, and for 3 full days, the Tempest puts us through a grinder. Yip yorp.
Did we
Ziggs. We lived until we had to choose a role to see if we can
Alright.
rebuild the town. Ziggs, what are you gonna do with all your physique?
I'm torn between builder or smelter.
Whatever you pick. Whatever you pick.
Eeny, meeny,
We've
miny,
had a builder before. We haven't had a smelter.
Smelter.
Smelter it is. You volunteer to smelt your now useless coins into building materials. You gotta put your valuables into the furnace, but suddenly your skin turns milky white. You lose 3 physique. You also notice your teeth are a little sharper than usual, and your complexion clears up instantly. You gain 3 charm.
Russ should have been Smelter last time because you threw all your money in there.
Yeah, I guess
Or we
so.
should've.
No.
But that wasn't very obvious, though. That was
Yeah,
kind
for
of.
real.
Yeah.
You notice another smelter beside you wiping sweat from her brow. God damn it! Stop eating everyone! Her neck fully exposed. You can even
There
see a
she is
vein or
again.
two.
I was a woman.
Delicious.
Sexist. Eat a man.
Before you know it, you're coated in blood with a mangled form in front of you. There are several people around. They're all filled with delicious nectar. The next few hours are a blur. You wake up to find
It's
yourself
what,
in
it's what I
melted
said.
woods.
It's the same fucking chick every time. She hunts out vampires.
You don't quite know what happened, but you're pretty sure it didn't
Fetish.
help the survival effort. Fuck! We're fucked now! What are you doing, Russ? What are we doing?
Russ, you better do this.
Beetle
I'm the
dude.
looter.
I had a feeling you were gonna be a looter.
Damn it!
You
the
break
world is
into
shit.
an abandoned building in order to. We're fucked. We're so fucked.
You
break
can
into
still
an
fix it.
abandoned
Get a
building
conjurer.
and hoard together everything for yourself. You gain 3 wealth. You gain another 3 wealth. This hurts the survival effort. Duh.
It's all mine.
Alright, I'll be a conjurer. Come on. You take it upon yourself to conjure up supplies for the town. With your magic, you summon supplies of the highest caliber. With little effort, you're summoning high-quality lumber and food from out of nowhere. This helps the rebuilding efforts significantly. Alright, babe. What are you gonna do?
I'm not even playing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, God damn it.
I'm just gonna be the leader. I don't know. We were already stuck.
You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps to rebuild. See? Me and Cheyenne had this shit on point! Y'all jerks now with your getting vampirism and being greedy looters and shit.
I was eaten by a monster for
We
hours.
played one game. You guys can't keep up.
And so we set about our
But
tasks.
in the end,
Once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, we were defeated.
doom.
Those of us left struggled to put our homes to rights, but the efforts were futile, doomed. The city bled survivors, eventually becoming a husk, a dead thing, and perhaps the
More than me.
Yawhg was only partly to blame. Shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
What happened with
You
you,
fucked up.
vampire? Under the cover of night, you sneak back into the town. You hide in the sewers, constantly craving the taste of blood. Nosferatu. Finding that rats aren't enough, you take to the surface, preying on victims sleeping on the streets. Sometimes they die immediately. Sometimes they get very sick. And sometimes they join you in the sewers, preying on the townspeople alongside you. Before long, you've developed an entire underground civilization. Alright, so now you're a fucking vampire mayor.
And this is where the movie Blade starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
See, I helped.
He
I
was-
rebuilt the town.
You
Just
escape.
underground.
You escape the ruined town with giant bags of coins, jewels, and other valuable trinkets.
Oh
You
yeah.
move to a new city, living a life of luxury and elegance. Unfortunately, the new city you move to has their own horrible evil, the Yawhg. The Yawhg sweeps through the city, tearing apart everything you know. This time, when you go to rummaging through the debris for valuables, you encounter a group of people doing the same. You get into a knife fight with one of them, and which results in you bleeding out on a pile of rubble.
So be it.
You tried.
At least I didn't get flayed for all the rest of eternity.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Your previous alchemy experience serves you well after the Yawhg. You start an underground potion brewing facility. It's pretty much the same thing. You get people hopelessly addicted to your variety of substances and exchange them for favors and services. You do well for yourself in the broken walls of the swarming village. The fact that many people are dying for the potion overdose phases you a little. So, yeah. Good job, man.
Wow.
A drug deal.
Yep, I became a drug dealer. With the town in ruins, you decide to flee and go through the woods to seek a new home. This venture is cut short, however, as you are mauled to death by a mysterious beast.
What the fuck?
The end.
You got eaten
You
by
done
a
did.
Gru.
Yep, eaten by a Gru werewolf. Good luck.
Gru wolf.
So, one of us became a vampire mayor. One of us became a drug dealer. One of us got stabbed in a knife fight in another city. And the other person got eaten by a Gru.
Yeah.
Good job, team.
I like the first game better.
I like how we won the first time we played. That's very impressive, honestly.
Like a soap opera.
Pretty much is, yeah. That's a surprisingly fun game, though. I like this.
This is awesome.
We can just fucking do it for wind down, even. I don't give a fuck.
You totally see this getting repetitive after a while.
Oh,
Because it's already,
absolutely.
like, we're starting to see the
Yep.
same stuff
Absolutely.
already.
Yeah. It's just like there's still apparently a lot of options, though.
Time in between plays.
I wonder if there's a Steam Workshop for this.
That'd be awesome, but probably not. It really could benefit from it very much so, though. But that was the Yawhg. You can buy it on Steam for $10. Play with your buddies over Skype, like we're doing. Whatever you want to do.
or play
go
with
for
real
it.
friends.
You can play with real friends, but those don't exist, babe. So don't worry about that. Yeah. That was fun. Had fun with that. Clapping my hands together. Very assertive. And yeah, we're gonna come back after about 5-ish minutes with what? What are we?
Oops.
We're coming back with sleepy boobs. That's not a thing. Russ, what are we doing?
That's right.
Phoenix Raid. All right. So we'll be right back with Phoenix Raid, guys. So be right back.
I feel bad trying to share my dreams with you. Never cry goodbye forever.
Don't tell me your fucking dreams, Russ.
Oh, you don't want to hear them?
Not really.
Oh, I'll tell you about this one dream I had. This is for real though. This is a real dream I had. Alright. It's real short, but for some reason I had my old router and I was like, man, I gotta clean this thing. And so I just submerged that shit right in the sink of water.
Alright,
That was the dream.
Alright, if that was their dream, I would actually care. That sounds pretty good.